kids. I said, reverse your age. You guys are 94.
Or at least act their age.
Yeah, really. They don't. They act like 2-year-olds.
It was my granddaughter's birthday, I think yesterday. She was around 24. It's hard to believe they grow up fast, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And Keith had his birthday. He turned 51, and Aaron had his birthday. They were a year apart, but around the same month. So both of my boys are over 50 now.
Yeah, David and Kristen are going to be 50. My daughter's 52. Because David and her are 3 years apart.
Well, at least we don't have any gray hair yet, either one of us.
That's right.
For being in our mid-70s, we're doing all right.
Yeah. Now, how old are you?
74, same as you are.
Oh, that's all right. But yes, we're 47.
You were a couple months older than I am, so I'm dating a older woman.
That's right.
Oh my God. I could get in trouble for dating grandmothers. Distillery. We'd get a job there, couldn't we?
Yeah. And we could test all of their drinks.
Yeah, we'd never get anything done.
The kids are, I say kids, are playing a game called Red Dead 2. It's pretty interesting. It's about this guy that rides a horse and gets into these fights and everything. And sometimes they go hunting and shoot deer and stuff like that. And it is a pretty interesting game. And I told my son, I said, I'd like to learn how to operate that toggle thing. And at one point, he had me ride the horse with a guy on it, get off and get on again. But what a mess that was. Because there's like 5 or 6 buttons you have to hit.
Ron, Maple Outlet. I always liked that farm right there. It's the Marsh farm.
Oh, Demars?
No, Marsh, M-A-R-S.
Oh, Marsh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Some old brick buildings there.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I miss the farming days when I used to go to my aunt's farm.
Yeah, I used to milk 200 cows every morning before I went to school, and at 4 o'clock I'd milk 200 again.
Wow.
I was paid $15 a week with room and board.
I remember on my aunt's farm, they put the milking machines on the cows, and there were a couple of cows that absolutely refused to have the milking machine put on them, so we had to milk them by hand. And I remember the barn cats, when we were milking the cows, would all come running, and we'd squirt them. But we had this big pan that we'd fill with cow's milk for the cats.
Well, I had a milking parlor, so I could let 12 cows in at a time.
Oh, wow.
And could do 6 on each side. And it was kind of like a pit I was in. And so it was a lot easier to milk that way instead of bending over all the time, you know.
Uh-huh.
We're on the Pumpkin Harbor Road over here in Cambridge.
Pumpkin Harbor. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
It seems good not to see much snow anymore. Look at how green.
It doesn't take it long, does it? You get a little bit of rain and
Yeah.
those trees and grass come alive. I can see the buds are starting to come out.
Yeah, I
the
see
trees.
that.
They're getting a little bit greener tipped.
I don't know if I told you, I went and had a low-dose CAT scan of my lungs and everything and my chest, and I went to the doctor and she said, we saw some shadows and stuff. And I go, yeah, what does that mean? Well, we're going to do another one and see what it is. And she said, if we think that it is cancerous, you might have to have some chemo and radiation. And I'm thinking, oh, great.
Well, they already took one of your lungs. They want the other one too?
Well, they can't take it.
Well, you'd have a little trouble breathing without it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, I have the lower left lobe of it gone, but I have the upper. Well, anyway.
Well, maybe I should take a life insurance policy out on you.
Yeah, really.
I'll split it with you.
Mm-hmm. Home Health said to me, well, then you're going to have to decide whether you want to do that or just let it go. And if you let it go, then eventually we could have hospice come in. And I looked at her and I said, excuse me? I said, I'm not getting any symptoms or anything. And all they saw were some shadows. And I said, I do have a small cyst in my right breast, but it's not cancerous.
Yeah, sometimes they just like to scare you to death half the time,
Yeah.
don't they?
And I said, I do the chemo again. Oh, that's pretty over there.
It's beautiful country over in here, isn't it? Yeah, look at the snow up there at the ski area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, quite a lot of snow up on the mountain.
Yeah, I can still see some ski trails. I'm surprised this back road isn't all muddy.
I want to put this other camera up if I can. So you know we're off the main road. Cabin up there. hurt them as much. I'm sure there's some pain. And also, if they have extra teats, cut one off. There's a lot to that stuff.
I remember one time when they dehorned the cows.
Smells, doesn't it?
Yes.
It burns.
And they came out with blood running down their face. And I was scared.
Yeah, it's like cutting your toenails completely off.
I know, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my God, those poor cows.
Cat crossing.
Huh. Watch out for them kitties.
I didn't see any.
No. If it gets too warm for you, you can turn it down.
Yeah, turn it down. 2.
Boy, you can tell where the trees have leaned when they had that terrible heavy snowstorm.
Yeah, knocked out a lot of power up here, didn't it?
Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment and my daughter we went up through the S-turns and the trees were leaning right over.
I think I was out of power for 7 or 8 hours that day.
Yeah, we were.
You know, it's not worth buying a generator. So,
No.
you know, because we don't lose it that often. So it's not worth the expense. Then you'd have to hire somebody to try to wire it up and everything.
Where my sister lives on the Notch Road in Middlesex, they lose power a lot, so they bought a generator.
I think right here's the nursery. Is it on this house or maybe it's the next one down?
Nursery.
Yeah, the
Oh.
plants.
Uh-huh.
I think it's down a little further. Sometimes I stop in there in the summer and pick up some fresh vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Just something different that I don't want to grow, but I want to. It's better than store-bought, you know?
Yeah. Where Laguerre's was in East Montpelier. Do you remember that?
Where what was?
Laguerre's.
No, what are they?
They sell fresh